Welcome back, everyone.
That's right. Welcome back. Where are we at?
And we don't make firewood and down in the woods.
We are back in Back 40 Firewood channel. We got a load of wood here behind us, but today we're going to do some little maintenance tasks. Well, not maintenance, I guess, really. Preparation. Winter prepping. We're going to get ready for winter by putting what? Some tarps on the wood piles. Welcome any new subscribers. Glad you found the channel. Hope you're enjoying everything. We're going to go get to work. Here's the first pile we're going to tarp. And I mostly just tarp my piles in the winter. But you can see here, I've got four rows. And I want to throw a tarp over this whole, all four of these rows, this whole pile. But in the middle here, I've got nothing. So if I just throw a tarp on, eventually, if any rain gathers in there, it's going to start drooping the tarp down between these piles, and we'll have a big pool of water in there. So I'm going to put a couple braces across, and then we're going to lay a piece of tin in there to act as to keep the water off, to act kind of as a barrier, as a top, and then we'll throw the tarp on. Okay, so this piece of tin looks to be a perfect fit and would get the job done, right? Yeah. However, check this out. See that overhang? It's hanging over about a foot. And this is what I don't like. Sharp, jagged edges sticking out. Being that this is kind of a high traffic area and the boss man's playing over here quite a bit, I would just hate to see him come by this pile and hit that. So we're gonna have to use plan B. Like I said, it doesn't have to be much, just something to keep the water from being able to get down between the wood piles. So that looks good. So now, time to throw on the tarp. So there it is, threw a couple scrap pieces of wood up there to hold it down. That one is set, ready for snow. Hopefully the snow will be a few months before it gets here, but when it does, we're ready. Just over the top, that's how I like to tarp it. Okay, on to this pile. So for these piles over here, there are just two rows all the way down. And the local, I guess, hardware supply store around here, they sell these tarps that are called wood pile tarps. They're 4 feet wide and I believe 18 feet long. So they work good for your wood piles if you just have like 2 rows. Okay, both sides are done. I'm just using some of that twisted maple, just using a few of those pieces. There is roughly 36 feet, 2 rows, tarped, ready for winter. Now I'm going to go over to the other piles where I know I can use that piece of tin and not have to worry about that right there. Little boss man playing by it. This pile I'm not too worried about these edges, just because this area right here, not a high traffic zone, and I'm actually going to probably stack some wood up right there, so I'm not too worried about that. So again, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. As you can see, I just, on this last little pile here, I just grabbed some scrap, old wood I had laying around, and then like, I threw this piece up on there. Like, look at that thing. You think I'm really gonna miss this piece if it gets snowed on and rots a little bit? I mean, the only thing this thing would be going for is pit wood over in my recreational fire pit. So just use whatever you've got. So I did go up in the woods. Now if you remember that video where like I ended up with 13 pieces when I cut it over there, and it was, I think, the night of the NFL season kicking off. I forgot that I had those pieces over there, and I was walking through the woods the other day and I found them, so I'm going to split those down and they might fill in this little area that I'm missing on that stack. I might get that whole stack filled in, which would be nice. I think that'll do it. I got a few more. I got one pile I'm going to leave untarped for a few more days while I fill it in. But just wanted to give you a little look of another firewood chore late in the fall when, you know, it's getting ready for winter. I like to tarp those piles and then keep the snow off them all winter long. So hope everybody had a great weekend. Couldn't ask for a much nicer one around here. It was a little cloudy, but The temperatures are dropping. I think fall is on its way. And actually, I think today is the official last day of summer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time.